It's evaluation time, ladies and gentlemen, and that's what we are doing right now as the New Orleans Saints. We're taking this roster it's the Dennis Allen, the end of Sean Payton, and these are their players. So right now, Kellen Moore's evaluating players. Sure, we want to win games, we really do, but sometimes this team is only projected to win 5 games this year, ladies and gentlemen, and Vegas is really not wrong that much. Vegas is wrong sometimes, but they're not wrong that much. They picked us to win 5 games, and a lot of people took that under. So we can't every week worry about the wins and losses when we know that we're not a good team. We have Isaac Yiadom as a starting cornerback. We have different rookies at safety. You know what I'm saying? We have 2 booking rookie and second-year player tackles on the offensive line. We have Cesar Reeves, who's still a starting guard in the NFL right now. We don't have the talent we think we have, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Olave is our wide receiver 1, and he wouldn't be a wide receiver 1 on no other team in the NFL. We have to start being honest what we're evaluating. And here's the topic and the reason why I made this video. We have Spencer Rattler as our quarterback. And right now, every time we play a game, the Tyler Shuck fans are out in abundance trying to get this man job taken from him. And that's not going to happen. I'm going to say this to you, and I'm going to say this to you as I hold your hand. If Spencer Rattler continues to get better week by week, as he's shown, the Saints' win-loss record is not going to affect his starting job. Do you understand what I'm saying? He's a young quarterback that's basically a rookie in gameplay with basically 7 to 9 games played. 2 under this coach who's a rookie head coach. He's not going to bench the guy that he's investing time in just because the rest of the team can't catch balls, can't make tackles, and can't block. If he's out there playing mistake-free football and putting the ball in the end zone continually as he's done today, you won't see Tyler Shuck this year. And I know you like Tyler Shuck and you're wondering why we drafted him so high. That will be something that every coach in the United States of America and other places will take that and just they'll live with that. Because if I have a franchise quarterback that was already here, it's okay that the guy that I pick is just not him. I would be okay. You're not going to take Spencer Rattler out if he's constantly progressing just to see if the other guy can progress. Because now if the other guy doesn't progress and you put Spencer Rattler in and he loses a step, now you messed up. Now you lost the guy that you had that had all the confidence, and the other guy that you wanted to see if he had confidence didn't show. Then you went from having 1 quarterback to no quarterbacks. And that is not smart football. That is video game stuff. This is the NFL. We're trying to build a team that's competitive for the future. This year, we're not going to be competitive. This year, we're going to be evaluating players. And that's everyone. That's why our coaches and managers and front office can take the time to trade for a guy, a wide receiver, who won't even put on a uniform this year. He won't even dress this year. But they made a trade for him because everything is about the rebuild and the future. Please, fans, we got to stop. Rattler's not going to come out until he deserves to come out. That means he's going to go out there and stank it up. Once he stank it up 2 or 3 weeks in a row, it's over for him. But as long as he's playing well, the team can go 0-17. And I'm telling you, as a fan and as also a talent evaluator, we're not going to see the guy that you want to see. You just got to deal with the guy that we have. Now, if you want to go out and find you like a voodoo priest or whoever you want to do and just wish that he fails, then that's just some weird take. That's some weird stuff on you. And if you take it that far, then that's just crazy. But as far as a Saints fan, we want the guy that our coaches believe is going to be the franchise guy. And if this guy continues to get better year after year, week after week, we got to, man, look, we might have something there. And that's what we want to see. We want to see if we have something. And shout out to Al Kamara. I see his stats right now as I'm looking at this. 99 yards. I think he definitely had over 100 yards from scrimmage. Yeah. I want to see Keandre Miller get the ball more also. And we're looking at that like these are our receivers right here. Targets 10. Chris Olave, only 6 receptions. He dropped at least 2. I should have went to the website where I can show you the drops. Juwan Johnson once again with 9 targets, only 5 catches. This is the guy. This is the guy right here, ladies and gentlemen. Shaheed, only 5 targets, but he doesn't drop the ball. And this guy, 1 target, 1 touchdown, 1 reception. Okay, the coaches are evaluating this. They're looking at the analytics. Trust me, I know if they're using VR technology to help train the quarterbacks and develop them, they're definitely watching analytics. So the analytics are going to come out and show you that we need to feed him a little bit more. We're evaluating him because he may end up being trade bait in the middle of the season. See, a lot of people don't want to talk about that because we drafted him high, and this is what we do as fans. We get connected to our guy. He might be trade bait soon. I don't know anything. I don't work in the front office, but I'm telling you, when you're rebuilding, players that have high value and salaries are coming up that may not earn that salary, they won't make it. So he's going to continue to get these targets until he shows that he either has it or he doesn't have it. And right now, 6 receptions for 54 yards with no touchdowns in 2 games. You're not going to be the number 1 guy on this team, most likely. So he may be traded soon. So we're still missing Taysom and Foster Moreau, so we don't have our full complement of tight ends. We pretty much have a blocking tight end who comes in the block, and we have Juwan Johnson as our receiving tight end. So we almost tell what the play is based on which tight end is in the game. Okay, but I want to go here to Twitter, to X, and just look at some of the fans. And I'm on the New Orleans Saints post because I was going to go on some other posts. But the Saints are the admin of the New Orleans Saints X account is celebrating Spencer Rattler with 3 touchdowns on the day, and that's a great thing because we know, the coaches know, New Orleans Saints talent evaluators and scouts, they understand that Spencer Rattler's 25, 24 years old in his second year, and if he's good, that's a good thing for the Saints. We're not hoping for his failure. You guys got to stop doing that. But I just want to let you see that they're rocking behind him. And remember when he got pushed out of bounds on that late hit, how the entire team seemed to come over there and they're ready. The team is behind Spencer, ladies and gentlemen. But here we go. Here's some of the comments. First thing, trolls. These are trolls though. 0-8 and it starts. So let me attack that. An 0-8 start, that sounds real bad. You know why it sounds bad? Because we're not thinking. Like 0-8, when I have a new coach, a new offensive system, a new offensive coordinator, and I'm a young quarterback, a rookie, 5th rounder, I wiped last year. Kellen Moore, like coaches they believe that they are the guy. They, like athletes in particular, most of them walk around believing that they're him. So they don't care what you did for the last guy. I'm looking at what you're doing for me. So they're not looking at him as 0-8. I guarantee you right now, you will never hear Kellen Moore say Spencer Rattler's 0-8. He's 0-2 because Kellen Moore is 0-2. And none of them care about that record. We're looking at, are you turning the ball over? Are you getting in and out the huddle correctly? What are we working on? We're working on your timing. We're working on you setting your feet because you missed that post route at least 3 times preseason and regular season. So we got to work on that. And that's what you do with a young talent, a young quarterback who you may be working on. And that's called development. That's what you do. You're doing that also for other guys. You want them to fix their problems. Juwan Johnson, I can promise you now, the coaches are taking him to the side. You can't drop any more balls. You just can't. I need you to catch. You're out there to catch. They're telling Olave the same thing. You can't stop on your routes. You got to complete your routes. And this is what's going on. Okay, the next one. He doesn't do it when it matters. Okay, these are Saints fans, or if not Saints fans, they're on the Saints X account. Who cares? We're going to lose. These are fans. Spencer is it. We have someone that's celebrating that. And here's this guy that comes back. He first posts, he's 0-8. Now he's saying post the final score, because they're not even celebrating. Hey, y'all see that third drop pass by Juwan Johnson to lose the game? And these are the Saints fans. The leftover car D riders would say Rattler lost us the game, and this is what's going on there. And when you're losing, that's going to happen. You're going to have fans that are upset. You're going to have fans that are not too happy about the results. And that's par for the course. But what I want you guys to take from this is just that we're rebuilding and we're evaluating players. Wins and losses are good to have. It's good to get them when we can. But that's not the end-all be-all of this year. It's not, because the coach doesn't have his players yet. Every coach needs his players. He needs his guys. And these guys that are in the lineup now are trying to become a more guy. They're becoming a more guy. And if Spencer becomes a more guy, he's going to start every game regardless of the record. If Alabi becomes a more guy, he won't get traded. If Shaheed becomes a more guy, he will be there. But everyone is being evaluated. I can tell you now, Cesar Ruiz won't be a more guy. He will not be the starter next year. I can tell you that for sure. But yeah, man, I just wanted to put that out there. We're going to do some more Saints commentary later on, but that had to be said. We got to stop worrying about whether or not Spencer Rattler is going to let Tyler Shough get a chance. This is not a participation trophy type situation. This is the NFL. This is the NFL. Everyone doesn't get a shot. You don't get a shot just because you're here. You go out there, you compete for a job, and if you lose, you sit down until the other guy doesn't do well. That's football. Okay, I'm out.